So I'm standing in my kitchen at 6 a.m. Both kids are still asleep, which is basically a miracle. And I've got 7 different powders and capsules and tinctures lined up on the bench. 7. Like a little apothecary, like I'm brewing potions. And I'm mixing this mushroom coffee that I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Tastes like someone boiled a log, a wet log. And I'm drinking it with a straight face, telling myself, this is what wellness feels like. And my husband walks in, looks at the bench, looks at me and goes, are you in a cult? And honestly, I didn't have a great answer. Hi, and welcome back to Real Mummy. I'm Lucy, mum of 2 girls, registered nurse, and apparently a woman who will believe anything a pretty lady on Instagram tells her if she uses the word hormones in the caption. Today, I want to talk about the time I spent, and I've added it up, which was a mistake, roughly $400 on supplements. Supplements that were going to fix my sleep, fix my energy, fix my mood, my skin, my gut, probably my marriage, maybe world peace. And spoiler alert, I am still tired. I still look tired. And now I'm also $400 poorer. So let's get into it. Okay, so it started like most of my bad decisions on my phone. Late at night, I was doing that thing where you're not tired enough to sleep, but too tired to do anything useful. So you just scroll. And TikTok. God, TikTok served me this video. This woman, gorgeous, glowing skin, calm voice, 2 kids playing quietly in the background, which should have been my red flag because no one's kids play that quietly. And she's holding up this bottle and she says something like, if you're a tired mum and you're not taking ashwagandha, you need to start. And I was like, oh, I don't even know what that is, but I am a tired mum. So she's talking to me. She said it helped her stress, her cortisol, her sleep, her patience with her kids. And I thought, you're telling me there's a capsule that'll make me more patient with my kids? Take my money. Take all of it. So I bought the ashwagandha. And then the algorithm, because the algorithm is basically a drug dealer, goes, oh, you like that? Try this. Magnesium spray for sleep. Bought it. Seed cycling kick for hormones. Look, I didn't fully understand what seed cycling was. I still don't, if I'm honest. Something about eating pumpkin seeds at a certain time of the month, but I bought it. Mushroom coffee, lion's mane, reishi, chaga, words I can't spell and I definitely can't say with confidence. Bought it. A greens powder that cost $45 and tasted like a lawnmower. Bought it. Collagen powder, a probiotic that had to be kept in the fridge and cost more than the actual food in my fridge. Got it all. I felt like I was finally doing something for me, you know? Like I spent all day looking after everyone else, making lunches, wiping bums, doing the mental load, stuff that no one sees. And this felt like I was taking control. I was going to be one of those mums who had everything together. Glowing skin, calm energy, a smoothie in one hand and a well-adjusted child in the other. That was the dream. So here's what actually happened. The ashwagandha, I took it for about 6 weeks. I didn't feel calmer. I didn't feel less stressed. I still lost it when my 5-year-old asked me why for the 37th time before 9 a.m. Maybe it was doing something on a cellular level, I don't know. But on a me standing in my kitchen wanting to scream level, nothing. The magnesium spray, okay, this one I actually didn't mind. It kind of tingled, like felt a little bit fancy. Did it fix my sleep? No. Because my sleep isn't broken because of a magnesium deficiency. My sleep is broken because a small child comes into my room at 2 a.m. and breathes on my face until I wake up. No spray is fixing that. The mushroom coffee, oh God. Look, I really tried with this one. I tried it black. I tried it with oat milk. I tried it with honey. I tried it while lying to myself. It tasted like dirt every single time. And it did not give me calm focus. It gave me this weird feeling in my stomach and a strong desire to go back to normal coffee, which I did within a week. The greens powder, the $45 one, I used it maybe 4 times and it's still in my cupboard. It's been there for a few months now and it's probably alive at this point. The seed cycling. Look, I forgot which seeds I was meant to eat on which days, and then I just started putting them all on my toast at the same time, and I think that pretty much defeats the purpose. The collagen, no visible change, none. And the probiotic, the fancy fridge one, I forgot to take it so many times that it basically just sat in there like a very expensive condiment. So I sat down one night and I added it all up. The capsules, the powders, the sprays, the shipping costs, because half it came from the States, $412. $412. I could have had a weekend away. I could have had a massage and a facial and still had money left for a really good lunch. Instead, I have a cupboard full of things that taste like the floor of a forest. Okay, so here's the thing that really got under my skin once I started thinking about it. Look, I'm not dumb. I'm a nurse. I understand how the body works. I know how to read a study, or at least how to check if there is a study, and I still fell for it because it wasn't sold to me like a medicine. It was sold to me like a lifestyle. It was sold to me by women who look like me, talk like me, had kids like me, and they said, this changed my life, and I wanted my life to change. That's the bit that gets me, because here's what I've noticed. A lot of these women on TikTok and Instagram, they start out sharing the real life, the mum stuff, the honest stuff. And then one day they've got a discount code, and then they've got their own brand. And then every video is about the product. I'm not saying they're all lying. I'm not saying that. But there's a pipeline there, and mums are the target. Tired mums, burnt out mums, mums who are Googling, why am I so exhausted at 11 p.m.? We are the bullseye. And I think it works because we're desperate to feel better, and no one is really helping us feel better in any real way. Like, we don't need a supplement. We need a nap. We need help. We need someone to take the kids for a few hours so we can just sit in silence. No one's selling that, so we buy the capsule instead. And look, I read recently that the FTC in America and the TGA here in Australia are actually starting to crack down on some of this stuff. Like brands making big health claims that they can't back up, which, good, finally. Because some of these claims are wild. Balances your hormones, fixes your gut, resets your nervous system. That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. But when you're tired and you're scrolling at midnight, it sounds like exactly what you need. And here's a thought I keep going back to. You know how a few years ago, the big mum thing was wine? It was wine o'clock, mummy juice. I wine because we wine. It was everywhere, on mugs, on T-shirts, on every mum's Instagram. And then we all kind of went, maybe joking about needing alcohol to survive our kids isn't great, which, fair. But have we just swapped it? Like, have we just replaced wine culture with supplement culture? Instead of, I need a glass of wine to cope, it's, I need my ashwagandha and my magnesium to cope. And we call this one self-care. But is it? Or is it just another crutch dressed up in better packaging? I don't know the answer, so I'm genuinely asking, because I don't think wanting to feel better is wrong, not even a little bit. We are tired. That's real. We are stretched thin. That's real. And if something actually helps you, truly helps you, then that's great. I'm happy for you, and I mean that. I'm not here to tell anyone to throw out their supplements. I'm just saying, for me, most of it was a really expensive placebo wrapped in a pastel label with a fern on it. So what did I actually learn from my $400 experiment? A few things. One, I learned that I'm really suggestible at 11 p.m. Nothing good has ever come from me and my phone after the kids go to bed. Nothing. Two, I learned that a discount code is not a diagnosis. Just because someone I like uses something doesn't mean I need it. And a 10% off code is not medical advice. Three, and this is the real one, I learned that what I actually needed wasn't in a bottle. What I actually needed was to go to my GP and say, hey, I'm so tired and I really don't feel like myself, which I did eventually do. And she ran some bloods and turned out my iron was low. low iron. That was it. A $6 box of iron tablets from the chemist, not a $45 mushroom coffee. $6. I could cry. So, if you're listening to this and you've got a cupboard that looks like mine, full of half-used powders and good intentions, I'm not judging you. I am you. We're the same person. We just wanted to feel better, and someone online made it look so easy. And that's not our fault. But maybe, and I'm saying this to myself as much as anyone, maybe next time before I buy the thing, I should call my doctor first, or at least wait until the morning when I'm not in the feelings and my phone is not in my hand. Anyway, that's my $400 lesson. You're welcome. If you like this episode, share it with a mum who's got a suspicious amount of powders in her pantry. She'll know why you sent it. I'll talk to you next time. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of the Real Mummy podcast. Remember, every mum's journey is unique and you are doing an amazing job. Please be sure to head over to our website at www.realmummypodcast.com to stay up to date with the latest episodes and dive into our recent blog articles filled with even more wisdom and stories. We absolutely love connecting with our listeners, so don't forget to follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Real Mummy Podcast. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and become part of our supportive mum community. And I'd love to hear from you. Have you got a topic you want covered? Do you have a guest you'd love to hear from? Reach out to us through our website or social media. Your input is invaluable and helps us to create the content that matters most to you. Thank you for being part of the Real Mummy podcast family. Until next time, stay strong, stay kind to yourself, and remember, you're never alone on this journey.